What's up, you guys? Welcome to episode 3, Bring This Energy podcast. We are your hosts, Jen,
Rico.
Join us today. Get cozy, grab your drinks, and let's get into it.
All right.
What's up, you guys? How are we doing?
Good. I haven't talked to you guys. I've been like trying to avoid you guys all week because I just didn't want to talk
I feel like
so
we
much.
don't talk about specific topics when we see each other. It's just like a, hey,
Yeah, because we're like, we'll start saying something, and then we're like, no, wait, save
We're like,
it.
save it for the podcast.
That's our life now. Save it. Save it for
No,
the
yeah.
podcast.
Save it for the podcast.
And then we got here.
Mm-hmm.
And then
So how really was your life?
no, how was your week? We'll start with you because
Let's see. So my week, it's been pretty good. It's been a little hectic. As you know, I started school.
yeah, she started school. Congratulations.
It's week 5. Midterms is this week. So
Crazy.
juggling that with work, and it's been good. I guess something bad is I haven't been consistent with working out, which I love to run. That helps. That's kind of like my therapy. So I haven't really been doing that. But yeah, it's been good. I'm just
Bro.
constantly busy.
That was literally my bad. Like, well, my good was I don't even know, but I had a bad for sure, and that was my bad. Like, honestly, I felt like you guys know, like sometimes I can get a little depressed or whatever. But it's literally only if I'm not like working out consistently or like eating the right things or like doing the things I want.
Yeah.
And I haven't like. Granted, it was like Joseph's birthday, and like we had like events and birthday parties, and like all these things that kind of like knocked me off, my grind. But yeah, that shit makes me depressed. Like I feel like, like I felt so good. Like I feel like I was thriving, and then like 1 week not working out, I feel like
It just sets you
It
back.
throws you off.
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
it makes me feel like a
I
piece
feel
of
that.
shit, like a strong piece of shit. But I'm going to go to the gym after this for sure, like today.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
because I have to, unless
More power to you.
yeah.
I'm going straight to my bed.
I need to study. I have a test tomorrow.
Oh, okay. So I'm the only slacker. I'm just kidding. I work tomorrow.
You read books, girl.
So
You're like, I'm gonna go
That makes me a
home and
non-slacker
lay, but
because I
then
read.
she reads like 3 books.
bro, oh my mama, yo, I don't understand. Joel reads 6 books in a whole week. I'm like, I feel like such a loser. I did nothing this week. I'm like, girl.
Yeah, because they're over here like, I ran a marathon, like 100 miles. And I'm like, well, I read a book.
But it's like brain activity, physical activity. I mean, it's all still good. I mean, that's good.
True. Oh, look.
Yeah.
How
Made
was
me feel
your
better.
week?
It was good. Like Rico said, we had my brother's birthday, so it was like event filled because we don't only celebrate once.
No,
What's it with
for
birthdays? You
real.
gotta celebrate like 100 times.
Yeah. And then everyone's day doesn't match. Then the day that does
Yeah.
match, you have to
Yeah.
do that day. Plus, you have to do the actual day.
Yeah, so I'm
Plus-
like tired from celebrating.
Yeah.
And it threw me off too. Like I feel like I'm usually more on top of like self-care, reading. I didn't read
Yeah.
as much as I normally would this week, but yeah.
Every time I seen her though, I'm like, what are you
you
doing?
doing?
She's like, I'm just reading.
But I feel like one of my goals was to get more into nonfiction versus fiction. And so I've noticed that like I read slower nonfiction. And so I'm trying to
I love nonfiction.
I know.
I eat that shit
Yeah.
up. I get so excited.
and I'm over
like,
here
oh.
like I love my little rom-coms, my little smutty books, but
Shout out
need
to
to-
Joanna.
I need to like try something new a little bit. But
Yeah.
we're getting there slowly but surely.
I love like nonfiction. I always confuse fiction, nonfiction. I'm like, nonfiction, not fake, not real. Fiction is
Not fantasy.
non-fantasy. So
Yeah.
fiction is fantasy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I got it this time. But
That's
Yeah.
why we gotta read more.
no, yeah, I like to read, but
Yeah.
I don't really like to read fiction books.
Yeah.
I don't really give a fuck about like Sarah's life. Like
I know, because Sarah be
falling
annoying.
in love with Jimmy.
Like,
like
this fucking bitch doesn't see the red flags.
Yo, speaking of red flags, I got a question. This is a question I had for you guys. This is
Okay,
perfect.
let's go.
Like, how do you know?
I'm worried. Wait, before you say that, because the thing is, when we come here, we say we're gonna have these questions, but we don't share them.
Yeah.
But he's been adding so much juice.
But
like
my
I have
questions
these
are
questions.
just like, it's because they're not like the motivational shit. Like,
And that's
you know?
okay.
It's just
That's
like
fine.
We're gonna make it juicy.
it's just
Everything
like
is welcome.
okay. So this is not personal. I'm just kidding. No, it just says, how do you know when someone is playing a game with you, and how far should you let the game go before you cut them off?
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Like, do I feel like someone's playing games with you? Like,
I feel like everyone is, not just relationships, because it'd be so
That
hard to hang
too.
out with people. Like, oh yeah, let's hang
But
out.
that's different.
Let's hang out this weekend. Okay, I'm gonna hit you up.
I feel like when it comes to like platonic games, I really don't give a fuck because I be playing them too. Like, I might want to go today, and then on Friday now I don't want to go, and if you don't hit me up, I'm not
I
hitting
feel like
you
that
up,
happens
and
to me
I'm
all the
okay with that.
time.
Yeah. So you should definitely be okay with that because you're the type to
Yeah.
not want to go
That's true.
last minute. And then me, I'm like, we already said, yeah, we have to go.
Mm-hmm.
But like in a relationship,
In a relationship.
like what do you,
In a
what are
relationship?
flags that like show you
Like
that like
in a
people are playing?
relationship or like
not in a
about
relationship,
to,
like in
you
that,
know, you're kind of interested
in an interesting aspect. Yeah. Like,
your question
I'm
was,
interested
what
in you.
are signs
Like, what are
that
signs that you think like they're playing games with you? Like, what are red flags?
probably if you guys had plans and then at the end, like the last minute, they're like, no, and took no initiative to like let you know ahead of time or.
You know what's probably
Damn.
worse? Them hitting you up the next day.
Oh.
Or not even the next day. Like, what if they waited and they're like, oh, my bad. And then they like
Yeah.
make up like, oh, you know, my grandma.
Because they definitely don't care.
My grandma broke her hip.
Or like being the one that like tells you like we should do this, then they just don't hit you up. Not that this happened to
Are
me.
you speaking from experience?
It happened to me this weekend. Bro, I thought I was gonna go to the movies.
What happened?
Wow.
I
So
don't
what?
know.
Who initiated it?
They initiated.
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
Okay, and then what happened?
And then it was just like nothing, no follow up, no nothing.
How did
It's
that
okay.
make you feel?
I mean, I was kind of like laughing because you know, you laugh at your pain. It didn't really hurt that bad either.
Okay, so you coped.
Yeah, I coped well. I was fine. But because I know I'm like that, but like sometimes since I'm like that, I'm normally like I don't really care. But then now I'm just kind of getting annoyed with it.
Yeah.
So that happened. And when they do hit you up, how are you going to
Yes,
now,
that's the thing. How would you respond now?
respond?
Like, what would your next step be?
Like, would you be petty or would you just brush it off?
Yeah.
Yeah, what? I said
Yeah.
I'm asking. That's what I'm asking. I need help. Help me.
Okay, Jen, would you be petty or would you brush it off?
I think if it's someone that I don't have like a relationship with and they're doing that, like I'm gonna be petty. Like I'm just gonna be like, you know what? Because I don't care if it's someone new. I have no feelings, no emotional attachment, so it's easy for me.
Wait, I'm not gonna say who it is, but I'm gonna tell you who it is.
Okay,
You know who it is.
I don't think
Jim. Oh wait. Oh
Yes, it's Jim.
Jim.
Mystery solved. It's
Jim.
Jim.
It's Jim.
like you
It's
know what I
Jim.
mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's Jim.
Okay.
So what would you do? Fucking Jim.
Yeah, fuck Jim. I'm just kidding. Fuck you, Jim.
I mean, did you guys already have a conversation? Was it explained? Like, there's so much.
I feel like I've touched on this topic before. You know what I mean?
With Jim.
With Jim.
Oh.
Slim Jim.
Slim
Yikes.
Jim.
But you know, I think like
Slim
we
Jim.
are kind of like a petty culture now. Like I think it's really popular to just like
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the thing too. Like I also like Jim's really cool.
when do you kind of like
But-
brush it off and
That's
yeah, like
So
what are the boundaries?
I think that maybe sometimes it's hard to tell like through a phone.
when
yeah.
you guys talk.
So maybe like try it
person.
and just be intentional with that time and be present and then see how you feel then.
Yeah.
Because you could tell when someone is actually like you feel good
Yeah.
or no.
Yeah, and
And
when
then
they
you go
want
based
to.
off that. Because
What is that thing that everyone always if he wanted to,
if he wanted to, he would.
If he wanted to, Jim fucking would.
He wants to.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yo,
so
I'm
Sorry, not
crying.
sorry, because you know what? Now you
No,
know.
I'm fine. I don't
Yeah.
care. It was just it
Jim,
was like a little cringy moment through the weekend.
I'm coming for you.
Yeah.
Jill was like,
I'm coming for
Are you
you.
supposed to go to the movies? And I was just like, I was sleeping all day. I didn't want to tell her
Yo,
what really
the story.
happened.
Wait, the story. I noticed it though. The story changed like 3 different times.
Oh. He's
I
like,
was
I'm
a little
okay.
embarrassed, but
Yeah, nothing to be embarrassed about.
it's because I think I was a little excited.
Oh.
And then I try to act cool. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
nah,
that
it's all
sucks.
good.
No one wants to, get excited, and then
But you
it's
know
like,
what?
you're
And
just
get left
sitting
hanging.
like in the corner of your bed.
No, looking outside the window, waiting for. You remember when you're kids? Like I remember
Waiting
My
for
dad-
your dad.
Where's
waiting for
my dad?
ride and like looking out the window.
Just waiting for your dad.
And I was like ready. I was like, oh, I'm ready to go.
Aaliyah would have been like, your dad never came home with the milk. Oh my God. Well, yeah, that was my question.
But did you?
One of them.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was a question.
What were you going to ask me?
I was gonna say, did you have a good thing that happened this week? Because that was a bad. That was probably your
yeah.
bad thing, right?
What was my good thing?
Yeah, like let's look up from here.
Yeah.
Like
I feel like I had fun.
a good week.
I haven't had fun in a long time because it was so busy in the beginning of this year. Yeah, I feel like this is the first week I actually did activities, like fun.
Yeah.
Like I spent time with you guys. We went out to a fancy ass dinner. Like
Oh,
got
yeah,
to
we
hang out with
did,
Joseph. We celebrated St. Patrick's Day. Like that
Oh,
was really
yeah.
fun. Yeah, that was really fun, and I did not expect that night to even happen or be that fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And
that was fun.
yeah, I feel like
Girl, I don't even remember it, so I know I had fun.
Oh wait,
I'm just kidding.
but I remember talking to you, and then you were like, I met friends, and you were just like having so much fun talking
She
to the
was having
people.
so much
But
Yeah.
you know what's crazy? Because, okay, episode 1, I think it was, that I talked about how I'm scared of the neighbors. Okay, so I'm still scared of the neighbors. But that day when we celebrated St. Patrick's Day, I even told my new friends, I'm scared of my neighbors, but I said hi to you guys.
Yeah.
So, like, a
Joel
little bit of
literally
progress.
talk to like anyone out in public. No, I don't know what it is. I feel like people walk up to you in public a lot. Sometimes when we're in the club, I don't know. It's because you're like,
I mean, literally,
You're
some girl was
friendly.
like, you look trustworthy. Can I leave my drink with you?
yeah,
and I
she was
like,
crazy for
okay.
that. She's like, I have to use the
Why
bathroom.
not?
Like,
Yeah.
she was asking to be trafficked.
That green beer was not good. Though.
No, it
Oh,
wasn't.
she follows us on
All
Instagram
of
now.
us.
Shout out to you, girl.
Oh, wait.
Watch the podcast.
I forgot. Okay, so I forgot your name.
I know her name on Instagram though.
but,
It's
Curry Queen.
Curry Queen.
Shout out Curry Queen.
Yes,
Shout
we
out
love a
Curry
Curry Queen.
We bought our favorite mugs today.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
yes. So we all just decided to bring mugs. Jenny was just like, let's just bring mugs.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Wait, here we go.
I picked Jules because I almost forgot them. I kept saying, I'm forgetting something. And then I was like, the mugs. So I went back. I picked Jules. I thought
That was so cute.
represented her really well.
Mhm.
And then I picked
Baby Yoda.
mine. Ho, ho, ho.
And then this is my favorite because they gave it to me.
Aww.
Yeah.
Wait, what does it say?
It says, "Love grows here."
She loves plants.
Yes.
And she grows everything.
Yes.
And she's so holistic. She was
That is
trying
so
to
cute. Wait,
cure my
cheers.
arthritis
Yes.
earlier.
Okay, wait, I can't like
Cheers.
reach,
We're
but
drinking
cheers.
Jamaica.
Yeah.
Jenny's homemade recipe.
You guys know we've been drinking a little more than normal this week with the celebrations because we're like drinking juice here.
Yeah, yeah.
I
So
don't-
we need to
not
take a little
today.
Yeah. I was dying, to be honest. That's another reason. Like, I feel like like when I'm not working out and I'm drinking,
Anxiety?
That just doubles my anxiety and like depression.
Yeah,
I just feel like
anxiety is
shit.
a real thing.
Yeah. Like this week I was feeling like, ugh, like anxious and annoyed, like
Yeah.
a lot. How many times I call you pissed off?
Too many to count.
Yeah. It was way
Yeah,
too much.
anxiety is really a thing.
Yeah.
That's why I can't drink like I used to.
Yeah, I can't drink like I used to.
And if I do, I need like
either.
a whole day of.
It's just like at this point I can only
Recovery.
drink on vacations.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
You know, I thought it was sad that I couldn't drink like I used to, but I think it's just like a, you
I think it's
know,
a
a
thing.
phase. Like we're gradually transitioning over to a different phase. In
Our body is like,
wait,
it's
it
time.
sounds like old.
Brian's gonna come for us. You little shit.
But no, I think that like I partied a good amount, so I'm like, I just like
Yeah,
slows
my
down eventually.
20s were
But it's not like
crazy.
we don't know how to party, but it's just like I can't party and then go to work
No.
at like 6 a.m. after I'm coming home at like 5.
No,
anymore.
for real.
Oh,
No.
we know how to party, but we just can't. We just
You heard
can't
it
like
here.
do it
Yeah.
like
All the time.
All the time.
That
and I
shit's
think,
draining.
we
Yeah.
have more responsibilities
Mhm.
now.
And I like
which-
it like that.
Me too. Like I was telling Colin, like instead of like for our birthdays getting fucked up, like I want to do more activities, like group activities, like making
Yeah.
memories with each other
Mhm.
instead
Remember
of
I
just like
started gifting people activities?
gifting people activities. That's like I'm gonna try to. I'm
Do more of
gonna
that.
I'm gonna work on that. 'Cause
Yeah,
I
it's
wanna
like
be
more
intentional
fun.
about like meaning what I say when it comes to certain things like that. Because
Yeah.
it's like, it's one thing to just say it and bring it up and then like forget. Like you have to actually remind
I
yourself.
love that word, intentional. I'll ask you guys a question. So what does intentional mean to you?
Go.
I'm thinking. Loading.
I'm like
Just kidding.
intentional.
Well, to me, I can kind of freestyle it. I just feel like it just means like, I think it has a lot to do with like my goals and like aspirations and like the person I want to be, just everything. I feel like it's like walking your life in a path that, well, no matter what, it leads to what you say you want to be or who you want to be.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, like I said, I want to speak more about like making space for the new things you want in your life. And just like, you know, I want to like move soon to a better place. Like I want to get like, you know, more clothes. Cause I don't know if I think I'm Beyonce, but I don't really like to wear stuff. I don't really like to wear stuff more than once.
A non-outfit repeater.
I don't like to like repeat my outfits that much. And if I do, like, I'm just going to Target, like, you know, so I want to get like, you know, more clothes and stuff. So, but I'll hold on to these things. So I just started to like, you know, give, like, you seen me, like, I packed a lot of stuff up this week. That was me, like, making space for the new things I want.
Go.
And just to give them away to like the Goodwill or something. So it's little things like that, like going to the gym. You want a hot body? You better work, bitch. I think Britney Spears said that, right? I used to like that song. But so yeah, I think little things that, you know.
Yeah. For me, I think it was what I think about is like the way I talk to myself and the way I like tell myself like I want to do certain things and change my life, because I texted a friend like earlier this week. And I literally said, like, my internal voice be so mean to me. But it's like, girl, we're on the same team. Why you be so mean to me?
No,
Like,
facts.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, wait, let me start there. Because I feel like on a daily, I catch myself, like, just being so harsh to myself. I'm like, wait, why? Like, no, we're supposed to grow. Like, we're not
Right.
supposed to, like tear yourself down. You're supposed to grow and, like, learn from like all these little things that you want to change and you want to be better and you want to grow. So I thought that was crazy. I was like, wait, okay, hold on. Like I am starting to like stop and catch myself.
When did you catch yourself? When was that?
When?
Yeah.
Like exactly when?
Do you know what? Oh. Well, just because like that, like, you know, the day
At what
after
time?
dinner.
What date? No,
I know, right?
After
Like,
dinner,
you want the
when we
timestamp?
had dinner that day, I like, cause like I said, I haven't been working out, and I was like, my anxiety, you know, like I wrote it here too. Basically, I've noticed, like, dude, because I listen to motivational speeches every fucking day. Like, I catch myself now. Like, the other day, I almost, like, started spiraling, and I started, like, talking back to myself. And it's so crazy how addicted you are to it.
To being mean to yourself?
Yes,
Like,
I wanted to keep going. And I was like, no,
yeah.
we're not doing this. And I just kept, I literally sat there, and I told Joseph after, like, that it was happening. I literally, like, sat there and kind of, like, because I wanted to feel that, like, misery so bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, talking back to yourself, like, wanting to feel like,
yeah,
it sounds crazy. But, like, I think we're addicted to our suffering.
It's because...
you know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted to feel that.
I think it's because when we understand how our brain works and you wire it to think like that, and you're in the sympathetic response, you're constantly, like, in this fight or flight mode.
Yeah.
And if all you keep feeding yourself is, like, you know, like body dysmorphia or things like that, if that's all you see and all you speak is negativity, that's all your brain wants to do. So then when you try to switch it, it's gonna
be a fight.
If you've been doing it for like 5, 6 years, 10 years, it's not gonna just be something that changes like in a week or two. So we have to constantly start talking to ourselves better, and then over time, but it's like a whole lifetime
felt it
work.
in that moment. Like, I never in my whole entire life felt like both of the people. Like, I felt like I was like,
all your personalities.
Yeah, like getting. They're like, someone give this man some medication. But I'm so serious. Like, I was trying to fight the urge to like talk back to myself, because fuck that. Like, if anything, like, I'm gonna hype myself up. What should I say? I'm gonna give myself gas. Premium. I love that she said that, because for real.
I remember, I can't fully remember what exactly was said, but they said the voice inside of us isn't us. So like our
tyrants.
like, yeah, there's a voice inside of us, but it isn't really us, you know? It's like just what we think, which
Yeah.
isn't real sometimes.
Exactly. It's fake. It's made up. Like most of our thoughts are literally like all the things we're anxious about, like half the shit ain't even gonna happen. Like, bro, relax. Like sometimes I get high and I'm scared to walk to the mailbox. Like I'm not like I'm gonna do it, but the whole way there I'm like, what was that? What was that?
Yeah.
Like, bro, calm down.
Kind of like my inside
stop
voice being scared of the neighbors. Like, girl, they not that scary.
Yeah.
If anything, I'm the scary one because it's like I can't work up the nerve, and I'm the only one. Like I see them and I run. Like I literally like turn around and run. And it's like, okay,
No, for real.
like we need to get.
And it's like, why? Yeah, because it's one time we probably put that in our brain, and then we just kept thinking that way, and it's like,
yeah, it's like a belief that we picked up probably like a long time ago.
Yeah.
Or I read this book by Oprah called A Path Made Clear. And she said the worst thing that could happen to someone is being rejected when they're being their self, like when they're being authentically themselves. So like if there's a moment in your life where you're like being yourself and someone's like, shut up, or like you look kind of chunky in an outfit actually, when you were feeling a bomb, like those moments, like they hurt you the most. So then you kind of like knock yourself down because you want to say it to yourself before someone else says it to you. Like you rather be like, nah, I look too fat, or I look too dumb, or I can't do it, rather than like you rather just give up before someone else tells you to give up.
It's like somebody poking fun at themselves first before anybody else does it. So they make a joke out of it.
Some of those people be annoying to me. I mean, God bless their soul. But I'm just saying. No, have you ever met someone like that though? They're just always constantly like, not me though, I'm too ugly, or not me, I've met people like that, and it's like, girl, shut the fuck up. Like, I don't know. Sorry. We just hit a turn, but I've met people like that, and it's kind of annoying. So don't be like that. Like, you have to hype yourself up and just love on yourself, because ain't nobody else gonna do it. Like, they gonna say they gonna take you to the movies, and
you know, Henry Ford, he says, if you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. So it's like that just shows you how strong our mindset is, because whatever you think, that's what it is. So
did you see that commercial? Did I send it to you? The one I showed you, the one for the Down syndrome?
No.
I posted on my story. Oh my God.
Maybe I did see it. No,
it's
I don't know. I can't recall.
I forget her name, but she's she has Down syndrome, and she's an actress, and she basically starts this video, like, you have to watch it, and she's just like, if you you assume I don't drink a margarita, so you don't serve me a margarita. I don't drink the margarita. She's like, you assume I can't live by myself, so I don't live by myself, and I live with you. Like, you assume I can't learn Shakespeare, so I don't learn Shakespeare. And then she's like, but if all your assumptions are like right or something, or most of the assumptions that you believe come true or whatever, she's like, you should assume that I can drink a margarita, then I'll drink a margarita. She's like, you should assume I can live alone, and I do live alone. She's like, you should assume that I can learn Shakespeare. And then she like quotes a Shakespeare line, and she's like, so I learned fucking Shakespeare. Like, I love that video. I'm gonna send it to you later. Like, no, it was really good, and that's so true. I was like, wow. And she has her own podcast. Like, she has her own.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with her now. Ever since that video, I started stalking her.
That kind of reminds me of when Jen said last time, like, mindset is everything, because it really is. Like, Joseph, my brother, was telling me, like, oh, I don't know how the conversation started, but I was just like, it's January. Like, everyone's diving into, like, their resolutions. I want to take it slow. Like, I don't want to be hard on myself. I don't want to, like, talk shit to myself. Like, I just want to, like, slowly, gradually kind of, like, take the time to, like, reset, kind of reframe. Like, where am I going? Like, what do I want to do? Like, where do I want to go from here? And not rush into it, but know just, like, I'm on the pathway to getting somewhere where I want to be. Like, I literally told myself, like, this is a year of change. Like, we're not going to, like, dive into it, like, hard, like, head on, and then, like, beat myself up because, like, I fucked up like halfway through or like a little bit through. No, it's like a slow but sure, gradual, like, grow up.
Yeah, like a constant climb,
yeah,
little by little,
It's a marathon.
step by step.
Yeah,
Okay, Nipsey.
Okay.
Facts.
And I really love that for myself. So I was just like, like, every year it's like all these resolutions that I make, and I'm like, I beat myself up, and then I like give up, like, because I like fell off the wagon a little bit. But I'm like,
why
no,
do you
like,
think you personally are so hard on yourself?
I just, I feel like it's really easy to compare yourself to, like, people on social media, people in your
Yeah.
life, like, and it's like you want to be proud of like the people in your circle who are like doing good, but then it's like you kind of can't help being like, okay, but what about me?
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
what am I doing?
Like, I gotta get better.
And
I
like
need-
everyone's kind of like, you know, do I have a purpose? Like, am I gonna make a difference? Like, what's my like take on this world? You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's just like it's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, it is.
And why?
Especially
why
in
am I putting that
today's-
much pressure on myself?
I feel like if we maybe stopped, we'd probably have more fun.
Oh yeah, for
But
sure.
like,
Like-
I feel like I've always been an adamant like believer in like fuck whatever society tells you where
Yeah.
you need to be, what age you need to like be doing stuff at or not be doing stuff at. So it's just like, when did I lose track of that? You know, like
I don't think actually maybe I don't think you lost track of it. Maybe I just think you're just like in a transitional period where you still believe all that. Like there's no age, there's no limit, there's no this. But now you're just like, but for me, this is my time to
Yeah.
like do this,
Yeah,
and this is my
yeah.
time to do that. So it's
think
like
so,
you
too.
still have those beliefs. You're ready for like something else,
Mm-hmm.
and you can't get there by just saying fuck it.
no, true.
You have to like do.
And also the
something about it.
society, it's true. Like it just puts so much pressure on us. You know, even like our parents, since we're young, they're like,
Oh my god,
"This is what I want you to do," and then you didn't do it, and then they're like, "What are you doing with your life?" And it's like,
Yeah.
does that really matter, or does it matter if I'm at peace? You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yes.
No,
Are
exactly.
you happy?
Yeah.
Are you content?
Yeah.
You know?
And I know they don't mean, they want the best for us for sure, but it's just, you know.
But you know, they'd
It's
be
just-
the first ones to struggle with that question.
Mhm.
Are you happy? Are you content? Are you
Yeah.
at peace?
Exactly.
So they want us to do what they didn't do too, but
Yeah, they kind of see like they learn from their mistakes and whatever, and then they
Mm-hmm.
try to like be like, oh, this is how my like board was painted. So this might happen to you. So if you just do this paint stroke instead of that one, it might
Mm-hmm.
come up like this. Like that just reminds me of someone trying to teach you how to play basketball. Joseph, bro, let me fucking shoot it like this.
But they do say that it's very hard to teach your loved ones because like they'd
That's
be
true.
so it'd be so like, oh my god, my old coworker, she's kind of older, and she asked me how to do something like on her, I don't know if it was her Instagram or Facebook, I can't remember. And she's like, oh, you're so nice about it. And I was like, oh, why? She's like, because my kids be yelling at me. And I was like, fuck, I do be yelling at my mom.
You do.
Like it's so easy for me to lose patience, but I love her to death. So it's like, why? Like
Yeah.
just stop and take a moment. It's not that deep, because honestly, for a stranger, you'd be the nicest person to do it.
right.
But then for like a loved one, be like my brother would be like, what the fuck?
No, for real. I'm like, Joel, why are you so something?
Oh.
Exactly.
Like you're being mean for no reason, like because you know them forever.
Yeah.
I know.
Like-
Yes, like it's kind of like a reassured, like it's okay, like, you know, like not like you can treat me however you want, but like low key, because it's like you think you kind of take them for granted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
And
like, they're
those
always
are
gonna
the
be
people
around.
that we probably have to show the most,
The
like, love
most,
to, you know, like
yes.
our parents, because at the end of the day, you know, they're older, like our siblings, our best friends and stuff.
Right.
But we know that they're gonna be there. Like if we do something bad, it's like, well, it's okay. This person loves me, but
Exactly.
Yeah.
but
And
that's
you know what's
probably not
funny?
a good
Me,
thing.
I don't like that.
I hate that. It's so bad.
You hate what? That I don't like
that
it?
No, that
Oh, that you're
yeah,
like that?
Yeah.
Me, I hate that.
So you don't do
I-
it?
I do sometimes,
Oh.
yes. But I'm not, I try like, try to be nice.
Yeah.
Try. But it's because, I don't know, I feel like when you like your people, like your family, like definitely us, like,
Mm-hmm.
she's looking at me like, bitch, you yelled at me this morning. Just kidding. But even like us, like I feel like we're supposed to like be there for each other and like actually like love on each other the most.
Yeah.
Because honestly, like why are we giving like the best parts of us to like strangers?
to other people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
When those strangers aren't the ones coming to change our fucking tire or to pull Joseph's car up to the front because he crippled or to like, like show up and
Yeah,
decorate your
yeah.
birthday party. Like the strangers aren't doing that. Like we're doing that for each
Yeah.
other. So like we should be the ones reaping the most benefits. Like fuck
From
that.
each other.
Yeah.
There's a
Sharing
reminder
everything we got.
to tell the people you
Yeah.
love that you love them.
Love on your
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
I had a question. You got something to say?
No, go.
Okay. What do you feel or how do you feel about people that sleep around? So random, right?
Yeah, I mean,
But I want to know.
I mean, if you're like safe and you like you respect other people and you're like upfront about it, I don't see what the problem is.
I think to each its own. You know, like I'm not gonna sit here and be mad at someone that does it. I would suggest that they're safe.
Do you think you catch spirits?
I do think there is soul ties. Yeah, I definitely do.
Ooh, I'll be hearing about that.
But now I don't like that because you said it. I'll probably like think about it.
Yeah.
Because out of sight, out of mind. So out of mind, out of sight.
Spirits are always out of sight.
I know, but like now that I'm thinking about
it. I've been hearing that and I just be like, ooh. Not that I sleep around. I used to. And, sometimes I get bored and I'm like, should I do it again?
Wait, when you were sleeping around, did you think about that? Like, was that like something?
No, not really. But I didn't feel. If you sleep around, I don't mean this is you, but I didn't feel like I loved myself or something. I was like, why am I sleeping around? Like, I was like, is this trauma?
So you kind of associated it together?
Maybe.
Like the sleeping around with like your self-worth?
But maybe, yeah, I think I was just like talking down.
Honestly, I think sex is just sex.
You know why I think you think that way? Because we're more emotional people. So, for example, if we do, when that does happen, we want to be held, like, I mean, not say it like that, but
maybe you just wanted
I can't do hookup, I just can't do hookup culture, I guess, because it's just like boom, 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 boom. And then I'm like walking out the door like, well, damn, I gotta go home now. like
I guess some people are good at that, but then
some people are.
Yeah, some people are really good at it.
But I'm not.
But disassociating the two.
Yeah. And I think maybe we
that's what he said, to each their own, right?
Yeah, to each their own. Because it's like if you are able to deal with that, cool. For me, I'm just like, I need some type of
like, I wish I could do it without regret.
Connection, yeah.
Or like a vibe.
Like, why do I have regret?
Because you need that connection too.
Yeah.
Damn.
You're just that type of person.
You probably thought you were the other person, but then you realized.
I thought I was player out here.
Like, and your body, I think your body was trying to tell you, like, wait, like, we don't want to be doing this. We want to be doing, we want to be vibing, something real, something connected, something like down to earth. But then you were like, meh.
I was like, ass up, face down.
I do think it's messed up though, like when you got something or you're just not being safe.
Like got something?
Like a S.
No, okay, no. I didn't even think about that because that would never happen to me because I'm very like, I'm not finna do all that crazy shit. But
I've just known a couple people who in like my life, not like associated with me, like I've heard stories and they were just going around and did not give a fuck.
Not right.
And I thought that was so fucked up, but like I wasn't in their circles. I was like, okay, like it's not my place to say anything. But it'd be like stuff like that because you never know, right? Yeah. Like that's the thing, like that's the risk you're taking with people is like you never know unless someone you get is like super upfront about everything.
And that's why I wanted to go to the movies. Like, bruh. I hope this fool doesn't watch this.
Why?
I'm just kidding.
Hey, Jim.
Jimmy
What's up, Jim?
What it do?
Oh, fuck it. It is what it is. Yeah. This was just my random thoughts for the week. Like, I was literally, like, thinking about this all weekend. Like, should I just be a whore?
But is it like...
It's not going to make you happy because of the person you are.
No,
do you have, like, regret, shame, or, like, embarrassment after?
I feel like... the walk of shame is like another definition. It's like the walk of guilt, like more trauma, shame. I'm just like, I always say to my homeboys, like, when you're like horny, that's like a form of intoxication. And I could do some shit that was like not my proudest moments, you know what I'm saying? And then like just after, it's just...
You're like, let me hide.
You get the clarity and you're just like, what the fuck? Let me go shower immediately.
But honestly, I'm reading The Mountain Is You. Yeah. And it's basically about self-sabotage, turning it into kind of like self-mastery. So in the book, it literally says like certain things when you feel like regret, shame, guilt and stuff like that. It's a self-sabotage behavior and it actually means something else. And it's like telling you that you need to be changing something because of that behavior that you're experiencing in your life.
Because your body is like literally saying.
I really love the anger one. Sorry to like switch it.
No, go ahead.
Because it just reminds me of like literally most of the people in my life because they be
What book was
hotheads.
that?
The Mountain Is You.
The Mountain Is You.
Yeah, by what's her name? Brianna Wiest. And I really liked, what was it? Hold on, I'm gonna find it right now.
I love how she said she's surrounded by hotheads.
Cause I literally
No, you
am.
are.
Literally
I think we
everyone
all
in
are
my
hotheads.
family.
Even Aaliyah, even the 7-year-old. She's
So,
gonna spaz
okay,
out.
so there's a section in the book and it's like how to interpret negative emotions. So for anger, I'm just gonna read a little bit of like what I highlighted because I thought like I related to it so much. So anger is a beautiful, transformative emotion. It is mischaracterized by its shadow side, aggression, and therefore we try to resist it. But it's healthy to be angry. Anger can also show us important aspects of who we are and what we care about. For example, anger shows us where our boundaries are. It helps us identify what we find to be unjust. And it's not intended to be projected onto someone else. Rather, it's an influx of motivation that helps us change what we need to change within our lives.
Wait, so you're just supposed to feel it and not like...
Well, I think what it's saying is if you listen to that anger,
Like, what are you getting
why
angry
would you
about?
continue to do it if because you're just
so it's
self-sabotaging
basically like
yourself.
focus on what you're angry about.
Yeah, focus on what is it that's
But
bothering
what if it's
you,
actually things that should make you angry?
But if
Like, for instance, like it was saying, like someone doing something unjust to you.
Yeah.
Like that should make you angry.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, like, in those moments, you're not supposed to like...
It's just when it transitions into aggression that it would be bad. But
okay. So
no, it's
you're
just, yeah,
so you're just supposed to
telling
feel
you.
it.
Yeah.
And just be like, okay, note it. I'm angry because this person did me wrong and I need to know and feel
And
this.
set
Yeah,
your
you don't need to be
boundaries.
breaking shit or you're like
Yeah.
yelling, but it's just
Okay.
telling you like, okay, this is why.
I will try.
Okay,
Not to
but then
break
I
shit,
really
yeah.
like the sadness one too, because I feel like I'm such an advocate for, like, I'm gonna read it. So we do not ever need to feel embarrassed or wrong for needing to cry, feel down, or miss what we no longer have. In fact, crying at appropriate times is one of the biggest signs of mental strength, as people who are struggling often find it difficult to release their feelings and be vulnerable. And you guys know, I'd be like the strongest advocate for if you want to fucking cry, you fucking cry.
She literally told me this recently.
Yes. And I was like, wow, I've never felt like so valid in sharing this because like I totally agree with this. Like it is a mental strength. Like if you need to let it out, you let it out.
Yeah, we were kind of talking about this last podcast, right? When you were saying, it actually shows your strength when you. No, it's okay to be overwhelmed and stuff. Remember she was saying that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, that's true.
Exactly.
I'd be the one trying not to cry so much. Like,
like it's
He
okay to
always does
express
it.
yourself. It's sometimes
holding
it's
that
hard
shit
to
in.
express yourself.
No, it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
I feel like I still do struggle too because it's like I don't want anybody to see me.
sometimes
cry.
I don't want people to know I'm still struggling. I'm
But I
good.
think it's always going to be a part of life
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
different ways. Maybe like you don't want to always struggle, like
With
know.
the same thing over and over and over.
Oh,
and
yes,
over and
Oh,
over and
exactly.
this okay. I have a question.
Okay.
Where is it? Okay. Since we're on this topic. So, would you rather be with a person who is too emotional or emotionless?
Oh.
Emotionless.
Like no emotion at all?
I want to be the emotional one.
No, but like this person has no emotion. Like that means they're not
But do
expressing
they show
themselves
in certain ways?
No, like this is why it's a tricky question.
But like you know how like
But too emotional is
certain-
ugly.
Yeah, I know.
But certain actions,
Yeah.
because there's different love languages. So it's
Yeah.
like, okay,
Do
if
they have a love language at least?
Yeah.
Well, damn.
I'm trying to work my way around this.
We want to go to the tough one. We said you crying every day. Every day?
Right.
Yeah, let me cry. You don't have to cry.
Yeah, what would you pick?
I don't
Well,
want
you
too
know-
emotional, but as long as they're not being like, what if I can get them from not being too emotional?
Well,
by
what if I
just-
get them could be a little bit emotional?
That's what I'm saying. Just like
Not you guys trying to like
No, but the other one,
customize
the
it.
other one. we customize.
or get the other one to be a little bit emotional, I guess. But I want the balance, so that's a very hard one. But
Yeah, that
which
is a
one
hard
would
question.
I pick?
Yeah.
Guys, what would
Yeah,
you
I
pick?
would- I
Leave
think-
it in the
comment.
comments.
Yeah,
I want to know.
because we don't even know. But which
But if
one
you
would
had
I
to
pick?
pick one
Would you pick someone who is
I think I
full of
would.
too much emotion
or emotionless.
or emotionless?
I think I would pick too emotional because I feel like I would be able to get them out of that.
Not you trying to fix them.
That's your problem now? I'm just kidding.
Probably
It's a
is,
joke.
but it's like no.
Probably is. I'm just kidding.
But no, I'm kidding. but probably like no emotion because
Yeah.
I need words of affirmation. So if you don't
Me
have
too.
no emotion, I'm not gonna feel.
No, I think I am
Yeah.
too emotional to be what the emotional is, because then I'm gonna be like, they just don't talk to me, they don't look at me, like, and then I don't know, but too emotional.
That's a hard question.
I just think that there's different ways without showing emotion, like that showing somebody that you care.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because I feel like, remember you guys said that like you didn't really know that I love you, but in certain ways, like I show that I care.
But you're not emotionless.
No, but I don't. Do I show emotion
Wait.
This is
the deal breaker. Did they laugh? Because if they don't even laugh, then no. Because I'll be laughing. Laughing is an emotion.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no.
They don't laugh?
They don't laugh. Sorry, nope. And
They're just
they're
like
basically a statue.
Yeah,
Practically.
practically.
It's like dating a mannequin. What the fuck? They don't move.
oh,
That's a hard question, actually. Damn.
That
what else y'all got?
I wasn't even prepared for that.
Actually, I have
Let
a
me get
question.
emotions. Let's cry together.
No, for real.
Oh, we have the game again.
Yeah. I picked out. I'm gonna keep it real. I picked out some questions.
But I don't know the questions.
Yeah. I don't remember them. I just kind of was like scanning through. Speaking of emotion,
Oh, perfect.
each of us, what is an emotion that you should practice more of and why? Starting with Jenny.
Wait,
What is an emotion that you should practice more of and why?
Why don't I understand this question?
Like an emotion that you should do more, like show more.
I have a question.
Should you be more sad?
Patience and emotion.
Patience is not an emotion,
Okay.
I don't think.
What is an
So
emotion?
what would equate to
Okay,
that?
so what emotion that I would practice more is maybe like, I don't know if like, these are actions on actually, but what is the emotion for like?
So we don't know what
I
emotions
think being nice. I don't know.
That's why we couldn't answer the first question.
We don't even know what emotions are. We said, I think
Maybe
I could be more
expression?
sentiment or like, yeah.
Wait, what were you saying?
Maybe like expression, like I think I can cut myself short sometimes when I'm trying to be vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
Like when it comes to maybe someone I'm dating or whatever and things get a little bit hard, maybe in those times instead of me just like shutting down, I can be more expressive and open up a little bit more instead of just being like, you know what, let me just sleep on it and then just like I don't want to talk about it or whatever.
I think mine is like opening up more and like, yeah, I'm a Scorpio. I'd be lying or I just be keeping secrets.
You heard
like,
it here.
I mean, I'm not a liar. I'm just a secret keeper. I'm private. And like, there's things I'm like, but then eventually I always tell
Ends up
tell
coming,
them. But
yeah.
yeah, just practicing like being more like open and like, yeah, not scared or like.
So like vulnerable?
Vulnerable. Yeah, vulnerability.
Vulnerability.
Yeah.
But like,
I'm not vulnerable at all.
are those emotions?
Yeah, we're going to call them emotions.
Oh, we're going to call them.
They're emotions.
What about you, Joel?
I don't know.
What emotions
Maybe
are.
kind of like owning up when I'm wrong. Like owning up to it. Because I'd be the first.
We really keeping it real today.
No, yeah, because I've told Rico this before. Like, I will be the first person to like, okay, if I realize that I was wrong about something, in my head, I literally will tell myself, I'm past the point of no return. So
Like,
I'm gonna keep writing it out.
What a BS.
And I do not like myself for that, but I have noticed it in the past. Like sometimes I'll get in a disagreement with my brother and he'll be like right about something and I'll just like
She'll just keep going.
yeah, I'll keep going. I'll just like keep adding fuel to the fire and I'm like, why am I like this?
Joseph's gonna see this, he's gonna be like,
Yeah,
No, for
exactly.
real.
I'm like, yeah, that one time, yeah, I was wrong. I just didn't say it. But I realize it like halfway and I just don't own up to it. And I have a problem with doing that.
Ooh. These are good.
Oh, I thought you
What do you remember about the last time you handled conflict?
Oh, I guess I learned that I'm growing up a little bit and that I guess we can tie it back to that, like shutting down, but not completely like shutting down and trying to work around it instead of just like, no, I'm running, I'm out of here. And actually, you know, being intentional about it, you know, and
Yeah.
being present and being like, okay, well, what's the point of doing that if I'm actually trying to get something out of this.
Right.
So yeah, I learned that, and I'm proud of myself. And
I love that you said we're growing up, because I feel like same with me. It's like something like in conflict is like I'm learning to not like be so dramatic in situations. Like, bro, it is not that deep. Like, I be ready to like, I be ready to hit the moon, like pack my shit and bounce, like literally, because
at 3 a.m. in the morning.
for like the smallest little things, or someone's just telling me like, oh, I don't like that you like red and not pink, and I'm just like, I fucking hate these people. Like, they like pink instead of red. Like, I'm out of here, like, bro. So now I'm like more like, just calm down. Like, it's not that deep. For you,
I feel like for me, it's like internal conflict, like just struggling with how I'm talking to myself on a daily, and how I want to be intentional about getting myself out of like, that tone of voice, and just making sure that I actually take specific actions to get myself out of like a rut.
Yeah.
And like stop always feeling like I'm struggling with like not moving or change, like moving forward towards change. Yeah, like I don't want to be stuck.
I love that, like, you made it about conflict with yourself, because at the end of the day, like,
that's the only person that matters.
Yeah, and that's like the biggest conflict too, because now that you mentioned that, for me, like last year, I guess I finally started taking accountability, of my own actions, and realizing like I can't blame anybody about anything in my life. Even things that I feel like, okay, well, this person did that, or no, I allowed that to happen,
Exactly.
Everything that we do has consequences, but we are the person in charge. So taking accountability, I guess that's another thing
like
that
hard.
I learned about conflict with myself too.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people don't take accountability as well, because like that should be scary. Just like imagine you start taking accountability and you start realizing, like, for instance, like, damn, this person that you really fuck with, you're like, I can't fuck with this person, or like this job that pays my bills. It's not like, you start to take that accountability, like, I'm depressed because of this or that or this and that, and then you just start throwing shit out the window, getting rid of things. And like I feel like a lot of people don't do it because it's scary. Like, if you make space for new things, say if I threw all my clothes away, because I'm just like, I'm gonna get like, if I believed it, if I threw everything in my closet away, I'd probably get a shit ton of clothes by next week, because I really believe it. But like some people, like, it might happen to them, but they're like, I'm scared. Like, what if I don't have anything to wear? Like, taking accountability is just like doing all those things. And I feel like,
for example, what if you realize like I'm the fucked up one?
No.
Like in a group or like in a family, because that's why I was laughing, because it's not funny, but like a lot of people don't take accountability.
She said, what if I fucked it all up? Shit.
Yeah.
Imagine, like,
but it's
no, true.
Yeah, I had to take accountability of like all my actions, and then at one point it was just like, oh damn, well, the reason I'm not where I want to be is because of me.
Or sometimes it's embarrassing.
Yeah,
when
but
you have to look at yourself and tell yourself, you're like, fuck, it was me. Yeah.
I chose that career. I chose that career. I chose that career. I chose that career. It's not my fault. I'm not doing anything with. It's my fault. I'm doing something. I'm not doing anything with it.
Exactly.
So.
But at least we always know we have the power to change it.
Yeah.
I think some people struggle with that. They're just it's so comfortable to blame somebody else.
It's easier.
But it's like, it's easier, but then it's like, it's uncomfortable, and it gets you out of like your zone when you're like, okay, I need to start making some changes for myself.
Yeah.
Right.
You always want to just blame somebody.
Yeah, it's that psychological breakthrough, and that's a beautiful thing, just knowing like, take accountability, and it's time to step into it.
Yes.
Look at us learning and growing.
No, for real. And I feel like this is like, this has really like been going on behind the scenes. Like,
no, for
just
real.
like all of us going through different things and different ventures and different problems and different tiers and scenarios. And I feel like it's gonna get better and crazier, and more emotions, because like we have to go through all this shit to like fix it.
We definitely have to go through it, and like positive thinking isn't, it's not the answer. Like that's not gonna fix our problems.
It's an extra. Like,
yeah,
it's a
that's
benefit.
Just like a way of thinking. It sets the standard, but it's implementing. It's actually putting those positive thoughts into action.
That's why therapists give homework.
Yeah.
I gave myself homework. I was like, okay, I'm not just gonna keep talking about it and not try. So I looked up like, okay, so it's like, I don't know, I have this photo saved, and it's basically acts of like intentional living and like little things like journaling for 10 minutes or like unplugging your from your phone for like an hour before bed. And like I gave myself a little homework. I was like, let's try to get bingo.
Yes.
And I literally did it. I was like unplug for an hour before bedtime, write in your journal for 10 minutes or more.
Cheers.
Enjoy playing with your pet or child for 15 minutes with no screen. I don't got no child.
You got a pit.
But
got
I
a
do got
pet.
pets. And then enjoy a long hot shower, and then a face mask, wash and blow dry your hair slowly and enjoy the process. And I was like, wow.
Aw.
Because I always tell myself like it'd be hard. Like you constantly have to remind yourself when you want to like change certain behaviors or change your way of thinking.
And sometimes you have to remind yourself that it's okay to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like, why do you feel so forced when you're doing self-care or something? Like,
Yes,
enjoy it. Turn on
exactly.
some music, relax, have
Yeah.
fun. Like, it's okay to have fun.
And those little
Enjoy
things
it.
mean so much. They can, taking those 10 minutes to just
I think it was fun to do.
Yeah.
Like I made a little game out of it and just like focus on myself during
Yeah.
it, and it's nice.
No, yeah, it's perfect.
It's sometimes hard to like stop and think like, what do you need
Right.
versus just trying to like take on the world.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
It's like a little reset.
Oh, this was fun.
This
is my
was
third
fun.
This
podcast.
was fun.
Cheers.
Cheers, you guys.
Cheers.
Thank you guys so much for being here with us, watching us, do the hard things.
Do we have time for some questions or no?
Do you have a couple? I had them.
Didn't you have them saved?
Yeah,
don't
I
have them
do.
saved.
On a screenshot. We did have a couple questions.
I hope you guys had a good Easter, by the way.
Yes, a good Easter weekend. Was it a long weekend for Easter?
No.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
This was fun.
Yeah,
This
it
was
was.
nice.
Well, we'll ask these questions next week.
Next time? Okay.
Yeah, we'll wrap it
Sounds
up
good.
here.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow
Make
us on
sure
Instagram.
you post one of our clips to your story to get you on the close
And then
friends
tag
for like
us.
Oh,
bonus
yes.
footage.
And then we'll add you on our close friends.
Yes.
Our
Yes.
close friends be going up.
We'll go
Just know.
live, we'll do certain things. It's fun.
Yeah. So keep bringing this energy and
Bring this
enjoy the rest of
energy.
your week.
Thank you.
Bye.
Yay! Wait, I love this.
Cheers. I love that we do like 30 cheers.